Hey there, I'm Phil.
I'm Shar.
And we're a Year to Volunteer.
No idea what a Year to Volunteer is? Well, keep on watching. But in a nutshell, we are an RV-centric volunteer organization that's going to all 50 states and volunteering in each one. And we're giving you, RVers, a place to volunteer on your travels.
Hey everybody, yep, that's right. We are doing projects just for RVers like you, and today is the start of our 31st project. We're in our 20th state still.
For the third time, so we're in Florida.
Well, I mean, we've run out of warm weather states, so that's why we're here again. And because of Ian, Florida State Parks had an issue with funding, and of course they always have staffing problems. All state parks have staffing problems. They don't have enough time to get a bunch of stuff done. So we're here at Highlands Hammock State Park in Sebring, Florida, and we're getting going. And we're gonna start this year with a bang.
Yes, we've got 17 RVs for 33 people showing up. We are going to help some trail bridges. We're going to do some repair work. We've got a building that needs lifted. We've got some painting and cleaning and clearing that needs done. So we are going to be busy. Yeah,
we don't just do the basic stuff. People, parks and organizations, we also work with nonprofits. They say you're not exactly like typical volunteers that are out there, and there are different flavors of volunteers. We have volunteers that love to get their hands dirty, break out their tools and do some heavy lifting. There are other camp host volunteers and park host and administrative host volunteers that have a kind of a relationship with the state park, and we are a little bit different. So if you're interested, let's tell you a little bit about our schedule this year.
Yeah, so we're starting off in Sebring, Florida at Highlands Hammock. From here we go to Little Manatee River State Park in Wimauma, Florida.
That's a little south of Tampa and northeast of Bradenton, Florida. That's going to be another great park, so we're going to immediately leave there and then knock out a full month of work here in Florida. From there, we're taking a break in March because we're going to drive out to the Escapade in Tucson. If you're going to the Escapade, find us there. We'll also have a booth for our Camper Gigs app. We'll link Camper Gigs down below, but basically, if you can't join us on a project, that also is a map searchable tool and an app that allows you to find opportunities while you're on the road for either volunteer projects, hosting jobs, work camping jobs, and the like.
Yep, and even volunteer stuff, so things you just want to pop into for a day or two. From the Escapade in Tucson, we head on up to Virginia. We're going to be going to Chippokes State Park, which is in Surry, Virginia, right on the James River, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's right across the water from Jamestown, so we can't wait. I was in the Navy for 36 years, and I was stationed in Virginia. It's gorgeous country. We're going to be there in April. And by the way, if you're interested in any one of these projects, definitely get on the wait list. Most of these projects are full. We do have some spots that are available that we'll let you know here. But if something interests you, get on the wait list. It may be long and you may not get in, but we always take people from the wait list. We're doing it right now, actually, in
Absolutely.
Virginia.
We have a couple projects right now that a few folks have dropped out on, and we've got some extra spaces for those wait list folks. So we're making some wait listers happy.
Yeah.
From Chippokes, we are going to zip on over to the Raptor Education Group. We will be going there for the third time. That's our May project. If you want a life-changing experience, you need to come to the Raptor Education Group project. It is in Wauseka.
Nope, no, it's in Anago.
Anago, Wisconsin.
Yep, it's in Anago, and Anago, Wisconsin. It's kind of north central Wisconsin, and the reason that we've gone there 3 times is that they're a non-profit, and they're like the biggest show in town for doing raptor rescues up there. And unfortunately, people hit bald eagles like Texans hit deer. And there's also poisoning up there, lead poisoning, right, from fish that, or from sinkers and things like that, and also poisonings. So so we go up there to give them some love. We were trying to do another state park that fell through, so going back to Anago was a perfect fit, and we actually have some spots available in that one for some newbies. So if you're interested, get on that list and go up there. It will change your life.
It absolutely is. Now, mind you, we will not be handling birds. We're not going to be doing any of that. This is more of a renovation project. So we'll be helping buildings and doing repairs and painting and building some new buildings, but we will not be handling any of the birds. That's a specialized craft, so we won't be doing that. From there, we zorch on up to Waseca, Minnesota, where we're going to be doing some work at another nonprofit called Farm America.
And that's another museum, and it basically shows the history of farming in Minnesota, and they've got a long list of stuff that they could use a hand with. So that is like south central Minnesota, and we'll be there in June. And I'm really looking forward to that one. Do you notice that we go north in the warmer weather and south in the colder weather? So that's exactly how you can plan where we're going to go. We don't know if we're going East Coast, West Coast until later in the year, but that's basically what we do. From there,
we are actually taking July off. We've tried to do projects in July before, and it's just too stinking hot, and we just don't want anybody passing out or getting heat stroke or anything like that. So we've decided to move forward and take July off because it's just too unpredictable. We were in North Dakota once in July, and it was 100 degrees, and it's just too
North
hot.
Dakota.
Yeah, you would not expect North Dakota to be that hot in July, so it's just too unpredictable. So we're going to skip over July, and we're going to go straight to August, where we are going to...
We're going to a state park that is in North Dakota that has...
Speaking in North Dakota.
We're actually going, and that's in August, so it may be a little hot, but that's okay. But we've identified a state park with North Dakota State Parks. We're getting the details together. So if you haven't signed up for our newsletter yet, go to ayeartovolunteer.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom, subscribe to our newsletter, and that is where we post all of our opportunities, and we should be releasing that one at the beginning of next month.
Yep, on March.
The first Saturday of each month is when our newsletter usually goes out. So stay tuned for more information about that state park project. It sounds awesome.
It really does. And then from there, we are heading to State Forest State Park in Colorado.
Yeah, Walden, Colorado. It's east of Walden. It's at 10,000 foot of elevation. That project's also full, but if you're interested, sign up on the wait list, especially if you're a newbie, because we have newbie and repeater lists and stuff, because we have like a split of repeater volunteers and newbies. And that is going to be really interesting because it's 10,000 foot elevation. So we're going to actually bring everybody in 3 days early to acclimate to the altitude before we get to work. But they've got a lot of work for us too. And that's September in Colorado, in the Rockies. Can't wait.
It's going to be amazing. And then we're still working on our October project. And then, in case you weren't following before, we take November pretty much through January off because we got stuck in Iowa last year when it got down to single digits, and the next day it was supposed to snow. So we decided that November is also way too unpredictable. December, even in Texas, it gets really cold. They had a freeze out this year.
And we got doctors and dental appointments like everybody. Hello. Iowa, you know, that was single digit wind chill, but it really got cold. But luckily we got everything done.
Yes,
we have not released a video on that. We've got all the stuff. I've got to get to it. We just had a ton of dental appointments and doctor's appointments and everything this past winter over when we were in Arizona, but that basically rounds out our 23. So are you interested?
Yeah, we'd love to have you join us. As we said, we'd like to have a good blend or mix between repeat volunteers and new volunteers, because we always want to welcome those new folks in. So please sign up for our newsletter. Check out our website at ayeartovolunteer.com. It'll show what we've done in our past projects. It shows what's coming, and we also have our newsletter page.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for watching. That's a real quick startup for 2023 for A Year to Volunteer. And we hope to see you on our travels.
As always, if you like this video, give us the thumbs up, like and subscribe, and share it with your family and friends.
See you later, everybody.
Bye.
Now let's go. So this is where we're going. Let's look at that. We got 2 here. We're going to put 2 there, and we've got 2 in each of these sites. And just as a side note, this is the equestrian camp here. It's actually closed. It'll never open to the public because of some road usage issues or whatever. But we're actually parking here while we do the project. Look at this place. It's gorgeous.